Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Monday, and the date is the 8th of March 2021. We are learning about change of matter or the change of state of matter, how the matter can change the state. Okay, and in this video, we watched how solid become liquid. When solid becomes a liquid, what happened? Let me choose the green color. What happened? When solid changed to liquid, what happened?
When solid change liquid, it will be
gas.
it will be
No, what happened? What is the process? Melting. Excellent. So melting is when solid become a liquid. Are you adding heat?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You are adding heat. Now again, let's change the color. I'm gonna choose the blue. I want liquid to change to gas. How liquid will change to gas? Add more heat. If you are adding more heat, what will happen?
Evaporation.
Excellent. Bravo, bravo, bravo. So evaporating will happen. Why? Because you added more
Heat.
heat. Excellent. When you add more heat, liquid will turn to gas. Now, enough of heat. Okay. Now, all what I'm going to do with the yellow color, I'm going to take away the heat. I am taking away the heat and I'm gonna make it colder. Gas can turn to liquid. How gas will turn to liquid? Can you imagine that gas can be a liquid?
Condensation. Liquid, yes.
How? With which process?
Condensation.
Condensation, exactly. I'm gonna show you more than experiment about condensation. The first one is about when you're having a pot, boiling water, and then bring a cover, a cold cover, and put it above the water vapor. What happens when you cover the pot? All the gas will hit the pot. Once it hits the pot and it meets the cold air, it will change again to liquid. Why is that? Because of condensation. It's all about heat. When you take away heat, what happens when you take away heat? It changes back to liquid. Okay, now I want to take away more heat from liquid. Okay, let's change the color too. Okay, I'm gonna change it the red. Okay, I'm gonna take away more heat. It will change from liquid to solid by which process?
By freezing.
Freezing. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, let me clear everything. So we learned the process: evaporating, melting, freezing, and condensing. These are the four processes. It all depends on what? Depends on heat. If it's getting hotter or if it's getting colder. If it's getting hotter, you are adding heat. Add. If you are adding heat, what can happen? Melting and
evaporation.
okay, if you are taking away, take heat. If you are taking away heat, what will happen?
Condensation.
And
Freezing.
excellent, condensation and freezing. So let me open the whiteboard, and I have a great question for you.
Okay.
How liquid water changes to gas. Name the process. Give me the name of, yes, Lara Ghaith. Give me the name of the process.
When you make the liquid hot.
Excellent, very nice. So
become gas.
I add heat. And what do I call the process, ya Lara? Is it freezing, melting, condensation, or evaporation?
Evaporation.
Excellent, this is evaporation.
Evaporation is like the gas coming up. When you are making like rice or some macaroni,
Yes.
you will take out the cover and then it will come all gas like up.
Excellent. What about the cover? What about the cover? If you take a look at the cover, you will find it what?
Liquid, all water.
Yes, Lara, excellent. This is a very great example. Okay, who can tell me, can we make the opposite? Can we make it the opposite? Can gas change to liquid? Just a minute.
Change.
Okay.
So liquid, yes.
Can
yes.
gas change liquid backwards?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
are you going to add more heat, Maria?
No.
What are you going to do?
We will add
So you are going to take away heat. Let's take away heat. Excellent. If you are taking away heat, ya Maria, gas will turn to liquid. What do you call this process?
Gas turn to liquid. Condensation.
Condensation. Then.
Which I want to answer.
We call it condensation. Who said she want to answer?
Rima.
Rima. Okay, Rima. So just a minute. Oops.
You take away my answer.
No, I just want to remove the word gas. Okay.
Only word add heat.
Okay, never mind. So this is evaporation and condensation. Now, Rima, tell me, can solid be a liquid?
Yes.
How?
We add heat.
Excellent. When solid is ice, you add up heat and it becomes a liquid. Okay, what do you call the process?
Freezing.
Excellent, freezing. Fatuma, what is the opposite of freezing? Fatuma is busy, too busy.
Miss Freeze.
What is the opposite of freezing?
Melting.
Melting, exactly, it is melting.
Miss, where's the screen? I didn't see it.
Yes, I stopped sharing the screen because I'm going to open the book now. Let's see what is evaporation and what is condensation. Because yesterday we already finished with melting and freezing. It's too easy. Do you think that?
Heat, liquid.
All right. So let's open together to page 372. 372.
I always do this. When the window is all hot, I always draw the window.
Okay, the window is not hot. When the window is too cold, your breath becomes hot. When your breath is hot and it meets a cold, it becomes Condensation. That's why you can draw on a mirror or a window.
I also do this on the freezer, like the shelves on the freezer. It's too
Also
cold,
me.
so I
Do you
draw.
know why? Because when warm stuff meet hot stuff, they make condensation. So condensation need to meet. Two things are meeting together. Okay. Water can evaporate, we said, at temperature.
Temperature 100.
Below 100 Celsius. Exactly.
Now you see it. Liquid.
It can evaporate, but it will boil at which temperature?
At 100 Celsius.
Yes, Celsius, exactly. Now take a look at these two pictures. Take a look at these two pictures. What happens? Once you saw the water over here, and in a time, you don't see it anymore. Did it vanish? Or what happened to it? Who can tell me? Where is Gamar today?
Me.
Where is Gamura today?
Here.
Gamura, okay, Gamar, tell me, what happens to the puddle?
When what?
Look at these two pictures. What do you think happens to the puddle? It just like that disappeared, or something happened to it?
Something happened to it.
Okay, what happened to it?
Get it, like,
Yes, exactly.
I don't know.
It heated.
It get it like,
It got heated. Okay, when you add up heat to some liquid water, it turns to what?
It when you put cold water to it.
No, when you add heat to liquid water, it turns to water vapor. Excellent. What do you call this process?
We call it the water cycle.
No, we call it
Evaporation.
Excellent. So when you add heat to water, it will become vapor. Once it becomes vapor, we call the process evaporation. So over here, the sun heat makes the water in the puddle change to what? To water vapor because of the sun heat. And then it will go to the air. Finally, the puddle will get smaller and smaller as the water disappears. Most of the liquid water has changed to
Gas.
excellent, has changed to gas. Very good. So this is the first thing we learned today. The second is condensation. What is condensation? Who can tell me? Who wants to tell me what is condensation?
Condensation when the gas will liquid.
Excellent. When water vapor cools and become water liquid again. So let's underline this one. Water vapor condenses as it cools and loses energy. Why it loses energy? What do you mean by loses energy? What do I mean by loses energy? Loses heat. When I say it loses energy, what do I say? It loses heat. So what do they mean by energy? They mean the heat energy. So a gas changing to liquid means it is condensation. The process is called condensation. Is it clear?
Clear.
Okay, let's do this exercise, please.
Okay.
What happened to water vapor in this girl's warm breath as she breathed on the cold window.
Then
Aya Fatima, what happened?
what is
Water vapor. What
Yes.
happened to water vapor to the gas in this girl's warm breath as she breathed on the cold window? Water becomes what? Sorry, gas becomes what?
liquid?
Excellent. The gas changed to the liquid. And what do I call this process?
Call this process
Evaporation or condensation?
condensation.
Excellent. So gas condenses and change to liquid. This is what happened. All right, girls, if you're finished, we still have 10 minutes. I want to let you see a small video about water, how it can change from one state to another. It is page 373.
373, okay. 63 or 73?
Okay, I'm gonna write it in red.
At least I put it.
Page 373.
Gas Oh, there's something wrong. What? Boy.
All right, here what I'm gonna do. Let's say bye-bye to recording.
Bye. Bye. We're gonna see you tomorrow. And we love you.
Tomorrow.